So let's take a look at the letters of country names. Afghanistan is the only country in the world to have A and F as its first two letters. Bhutan is the only country in the world to have B and H as its first two letters. Cyprus is the only country in the world to have C and Y as its first two letters. Djibouti is the only country in the world to have D and J as its first two letters. Ecuador is the only country in the world to have E and C as its first two letters. France is the only country in the world to have F and R as its first two letters. Ghana is the only country in the world to have G and H as its first two letters. Haiti is the only country in the world to have H and A as its first two letters. Iceland is the only country in the world to have I and C as its first two letters. Jordan is the only country in the world to have J and O as its first two letters. Kazakhstan is the only country in the world to have K and A as its first two letters. Luxembourg is the only country in the world to have L and U as its first two letters. And Myanmar is the only country in the world to have M and Y as its first two letters. Stay tuned for part 2 where we'll cover the names of more countries.